I got it. All right. Oh, I know, I thought I had it. Thanks. Oh, almost got it. I think if I had a little bit better form, it could have gotten up. Whew. And if I didn't like hit this part, but that was a good set. All right, let's drop it down and jump into the next one. I keep fucking smacking the shit out of that. It's definitely fucking it up a little bit, but whatever. Oh my God. All right, drop set. Whew. Holy fuck. Whew. Okay. Whew. All right, let's move on to some chest press. Onto the classic sticky-handled, squeaking, you know, junk chest press, but we're still making do. And I mean, I had a pretty late night last night, so I get back to my room, and I obviously hadn't eaten like my normal big dinner, and so I get my fresh Fairlife chocolate milk, and I pop the seal off of it, and just had it all, which it is so hard to fall asleep when after you've had like a giant fucking meal. And that, I mean, it just sat like a rock, and I'm like tossing and turning trying to go to bed. It was rough to say the least, but I had to do what had to be done. So I hope you fuckers wouldn't have just went to bed hungry. You know, you gotta fuel yourself still. Okay. You know, when this gets pretty tough, I tend to feel like I flare my elbows out, and I feel like that kind of brings it into more of my shoulders pushing, not really my chest. So I'm just trying to keep my elbows in or be a little more mindful of it. But feeling good, you know? But feeling good. All right, drops. All right. Okay, let's move on. All right. Okay. Okay. This is trying to emulate one of my OG, chest movements. When I was like 14 or 15, I would be sitting on the weighted chest press, and I would kind of, instead of sitting flat and pushing, I would sit on my side and push, this kind of sideways. And it was the first thing that ever let me, it was the first thing that ever let me get some mind-muscle connection to my chest. It was the first thing that made me, do my first, like pop your pec, which is just kind of funny. But I'm just trying to emulate that. And I haven't done these in forever, but the squeeze and like the pump, it freaking hurts how good it feels. So we're gonna do one or maybe two more sets, and then we'll move on to triceps. Yeah, this is feeling crazy good. I think the reason these feel so good is like this is kind of the movement you do when you're kind of gonna like flex a side chest. You're kind of bringing up your elbow, and then you're flexing your whole chest muscle and then pulling it to the side. And I just feel like I'm doing that over and over. Plus with weight resistance, it just feels unbelievable. So if you haven't tried this before, I would try it out. And if you're struggling with the mind-muscle connection, this might be the thing that solves it for you. So just try it out. All right, that's enough of that. Let's move on. So after I pretty much get to failure, I'll put my kind of like two thumbs together and pull them closer, and it's just easier to push down that way instead of like, separating. So it's almost like a drop set without having to move any weight, which is pretty nice. I don't totally know why it makes it so much easier with the close grip, but I just remember Sam telling me to do that, and it feels really good. I don't know. This would typically be the time I would get a straight bar and do both arms, but they just don't have that in my gym, so we're gonna compromise and do some single arm. Should be just as good. But so far, I mean, the pump, just from, not only the kind of crossover pushes, and then triceps right now, I'm feeling really good. Let's do it. I'm doing a lot of talking about the staying away from OG, or staying away from Chapter 5 Fortnite, because you need to study, but I put my work in. So now it's about to be a free-for-all of just gaming for hours on end. And I've been itching. I haven't had my Xbox in like 2 weeks. And so I worked hard. Now I'm gonna play even harder. You know, I could do these double with both of the cables and go cross, but there's a lot of people in here and I don't want to take over. These are like the only cables, so I don't want to be that guy and be on here forever. All right. Okay. Huh. Feels like on that set, my left, which is typically stronger, was kind of getting a lot tired before my right. But that's a wrap on triceps. I cut out shoulders. I didn't want to have you guys just see me spam lateral raises and some cable lateral raises, but shoulders went super well, just as good as chest and triceps. That was, you know, a badass lift. The cross pushovers, I mean, you guys got to try those. They just feel so good, and I haven't done those in forever. But anyways, crushed the lift. No golf portion today. I think I'm gonna go practice later on, but I'm driving home, so it'll be a practice at home, and I just kind of wanna chill, go a little bit under the radar. But anyway, I'm in a bit of a predicament, and I've got some things that, you know, I gotta share. So yesterday, I'm hanging out, and I'm in a fraternity, and so the fraternity is having a beer dye tournament. And as you guys know, alcohol is not gonna help you get gains, some might say. So me being me, trying to get these gains, trying to get after it, trying to get hardcore, I can put drinking alcohol aside. I don't want to do that right now. You know, you lose your gains if you drink a lot of alcohol a lot of the time. What I do at the beer dye tournament is, you know, I fill up my jug, throw some scoops of Gatorade powder in there, And people thought it was a Borg where like you put a ton of alcohol in there and like put flavoring in it, but it was just Gatorade. And I had a great time. I was socializing, I was hanging out, you know, still with all of my friends, and I didn't drink any alcohol. So if you're getting peer pressured into drinking, just understand like you can have a good time without drinking alcohol. I'm going to get a good night's sleep, and I'm going to work out the next morning feeling just as fresh as I would have any other time. That doesn't mean you don't have to go to any social gatherings if you're, you know, if you're not going to drink. It doesn't mean stay inside and don't do anything, don't be social. I love going out with my friends. I love hanging out, you know, talking to everybody, but I don't need to drink alcohol. It's just not, this is so frustrating to me, what I'm going to talk about next. It's just not something I need right now. And I've proved time and time again, I can have a good time without drinking. And then the next day, you know, I keep after my goals and I'm getting steady progress. So today, some of my friends, like this, I mean, this just happened, like after I finished my workout. I get a call and these guys want me to come out, you know, like, come out, like, what are you doing? Like, let's, you know, let's drink some beer, da 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 da. And I hate to let my friends down saying no, but, and they're, you know, crapping on me, being like, what do you, like, you fucking pussy, like, why are you not drinking, da da da, like, come out with us, what are you doing? Like, don't be soft. And I think the softest fucking thing ever is letting into that peer pressure because you're just throwing in the towel and letting them win. And, you know, I put my foot down. I said, you know, no, I told them, that is not in the program for me to get better or to me to reach my goals. And if those people can't understand that I'm trying to do something for myself, they should, if you have some real friends, they should be supporting you. And those guys were not, you know, they were not supporting. So I'm freaking frustrated with that. So I think what I'm going to do is instead of, you know, staying here and going out or doing something that, I'm going to pack my shit up and I'm going to go home, hang out with Sam, hang out with little Oliver, and I'll have just as good of a time. And I'll be getting better and I'll be reaching my goals. So just let this kind of be a little known or a little, I don't know, experience that if I can get over this, you guys can too. It's just so frustrating. But that's going to be a wrap on the video. Chest went crazy. Triceps went bananas. Shoulders went diabolical. So, that was fucking funny. So we're going to get going and just had to get that off my chest a bit. It was frustrating. I will see you guys in the next one. And, you know, maybe Sam will be in it, hanging out with the Sam man over break. But I do have to come back to school on Thursday to take my last final. So not totally fully home yet. But I will see you guys in the next one.